Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to Fallout.
Yeah, we do.
And so we're doing the finale for season 2. This is season 2, episode 15. It's a longer one, so it's just one episode for this one. Three Dog featuring Eric Todd Dellums. All right, so that's that. We're gonna get to the radio announcer and see what's up with that.
Yeah.
If you want all of our Fallout reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you, as well as a link to our Patreon and get early ad-free access to our reactions. All right, are you ready?
No.
Fucking A.
He always forgets. It's Fallout, which means we have our own drink. That is the Stim Pack Spritzer, because it comes with a Stim Pack. So you do that, mix it up a little bit. And there we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, nice.
Wasteland! Bow, wow, wow. Sounds like someone finally said the magic words that activate my iBot's little subroutine. Now, before you go bombarding the great and powerful Three Dog with questions, you gotta know, this is just a recording. I made a bunch of audio logs about things out here in the capital wasteland and had the Brotherhood scribes upload them into Edna. You say one of the key phrases, and your reward is hearing my golden voice pour out of Edna's speakers like electric honey. Ooh la la. That is assuming this iBot actually makes it out west. It isn't playing from inside some Deathclaw's stomach.
Edna, you've been keeping secrets from me. Here I thought we told each other everything.
Aww.
So, what are these key phrases?
I bet you're wondering what these key phrases are. Not so fast, mysterious storyteller. You're gonna have to earn it, and I don't mean caps. You gotta spread the word about the good fight. So you're gonna drag this iBot around with you, telling tales about the capital wasteland until you say one of my key phrases. Then you get to hear da 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 da, the secret gospel of Three Dog. Ow! But I'll give you a hint. One of the magic words is the name of my radio station.
Oh, well, that's an easy one. Galactic Records. No, wait, that's not it. Galaxy News Radio.
Welcome back, children. You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, the heart and soul of the Capitol. For over 10 years. I never thought I'd make it this long without being eaten by a super mutant. I've been running around the station for so long that most people just take it for granted that they hear good old Three Dog anytime they tune in. Hey everybody, this is Three Dog. But running a massive media empire in post-apocalyptia isn't as easy as I make it look. This station was off the air for 200 years before I found the place. Most of this equipment rolled off the assembly line back when Dean Domino was still an up-and-coming crooner. I didn't do it all by myself, though. I got a good engineer, Margaret. Well, she's waving now. She doesn't like coming on the air. And I made sure that those technophiles in the Brotherhood of Steel owed me some favors. They helped keep the signal flowing and keep the Frankensteins from overrunning the place. Ooh!
Oh!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Does he have little heads hanging off
I think so.
chin like a beard?
I think they're just regular heads, but he's just so big they look like little heads. I think.
Plenty of cats rig up a little broadcast tower and fill the airwaves around their house with whatever they got lying around. But I wanted GNR to be something that would astound the wasteland. Something that would change this hellhole for the better. So I got the Brotherhood to set up a signal transmitter on the tallest thing still standing in Washington, D.C. And now everyone for miles can hear the truth about what's going down in this town. The station is called Galaxy News Radio for a reason. I spin music and run those daring Dashwood adventures, but the real reason I'm here is to spread the word about the good fight. And those little moments when the people of the wasteland stand up to the super mutants, slavers, the Enclave, giant fire-breathing ants, and whatever new horror crawled out of the metro today. Wah, wah. Sorry I'm bumming you out, but it's usually bad news on this side of the country.
I thought I was going to say bad news tennis
You know
shoes.
all about that, don't you, Storyteller? You really should tell me how you managed to travel from coast to coast so quickly.
Well, I don't like talking about myself very much, but it would make for an interesting story. You see, I forgot you can't hear me.
If you just tried talking into your iPod, consult your doctor. You may be suffering from a severe case of loneliness.
Aww.
GNR will be back with traffic and weather right after these words from our sponsor. Ow!
Nuka-Cola?
Oops, I've just been informed that iBots don't have commercial breaks. So go stare at a billboard for a while. And yes, that is a hint for your next key phrase.
And I've been wandering around saying random words to Edna ever since, trying to find the next key phrase to activate another one of Three Dogs' audio logs. So, what's your story?
My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting.
Looks like I'll have to rely on Three Dog for conversation. All I know is that the key phrase had something to do with billboards or advertisements. But no one's been making billboards for anything in 200 years. America doesn't need catchy slogans and slick marketing campaigns anymore. No more handsome men in clean suits telling America what to buy and what to think. And, I think I got it. How about rebuilding America's future today?
My fellow Americans, do you dream of the time when baseball fields stretched from sea to shining sea, all the way across
I didn't hear the underlying
great
music.
nation? Do you remember those halcyon days when majestic herds of apple pies roamed the land and frolicked in amber waves of grain? Well, America, as your president, John Henry Eden.
Fooled ya. You're listening to Three Dog. Bow wow on Galaxy News Radio, the #1 radio station in the greater metropolitan area. Actually, the only radio station in most of Washington, D.C. these days. Except for people who live near that old lady with the violin. Wah, wah, wah. But that wasn't always the case. A few years ago, you couldn't throw a rock in Maryland without hitting an iBot, blasting Enclave propaganda. When I started GNR 10 years ago, the worst problem that the Capital Wasteland had was those super mutants dragging folks off to do who knows what to them. And those little floating bots showed up, broadcasting that Enclave signal. Some square claiming he's the prez, and saying that everything is fine. All we gotta do is trust the nice men with the flamethrowers, and everything will be all peachy again, like in the old days. A lot of people around here wanted to believe that. Cover themselves in a warm, comforting blanket of crap. So the all-knowing Three Dog had to break the news to them that the Enclave was a pack of crooks and liars. Now, I'm not going to claim to be the savior of the Capital Wasteland. The title belongs to someone else. I can't turn a squad of Enclave Hellfire troopers to dust with the Wazer rifle, like some people. But I will say GNR kept up the good fight when the Wasteland needed it most. But then again, the Enclave wasn't the only thing from the West that smelled like Brahmin shit. And yes, Brahmin shit is a hint for your next keyword. Good luck, storyteller. Now, children, it's time for some music. Here's Roy Brown with a favorite of mine, Mighty, Mighty Man. Ow!
Great. Now I gotta walk around the Mojave asking everyone, what smells like Brahmin shit around here?
You're dead.
Oh my god. Nice.
What smells like Brahmin shit around here? What smells like Brahmin shit around here?
Who the hell are you?
Oh!
Actually, this place does smell like Brahmin dung. These cons must be using the fumes to make jet.
Because one audio log ain't enough, and two is too few, I made 3 logs. Oh! Well, I know that you cowboys out west love your jet, and I figured you'd say that word pretty quick. So let me tell you a story about my rebellious youth. Oh, that's right. I used to be a wild little three-pup before I became a respectable newsman and the voice of the radio-free wasteland. Some people think I'm a mutant wolfman or a pre-war AI in a shiny mainframe computer spinning oldies from my hard disk. But the great and powerful Three Dog is a real person. Had a mom and dad and all that wholesome crap. They fought the good fight in their own way. Performed live theater, traveled from town to town, and spread the word about life in the wasteland. And that style of storytelling wasn't for me. I like to keep my audience at a distance, and with a few inches of reinforced steel between us.
Oh, and that's your
That
audience,
was
yeah.
back when the Brotherhood of Steel had just arrived in the capital wasteland. A few of the crazier trade caravans from the west followed them here, and the jet dealers were hot on their heels. They say if you remember those days, you weren't there. And old Three Dog was definitely there. Ow!
What a fun character.
Yeah.
Look, I'm no paragon of virtue. Before I found GNR, I roamed the capital wasteland looking for my true calling inside a jet pipe. Not proud of it. But I saw some amazing things when I was out there on my tweaked up vision quest. I met a super mutant who gave me the clothes right off his back and offered me the moon. I saw the hot rods of the gods play chicken in the night sky. And I swear, I had a long conversation with a tree that had a little guy growing out of it.
Actually, he's a guy with the tree growing out of...
Oh, that might have been the jet talking. But when I cleaned up, I knew the world was worth fighting for.
Time to die!
And I knew exactly how I was gonna fight that fight. Not guns, not bombs, the truth. Even when it hurts. You see, storyteller? You and I ain't so different. One of us clearly has a better sense of style. But that's beside the point. We both know stories are important. They can be a powerful tool in fighting a good fight. So I guess what I'm saying is, keep on trucking, storyteller. This has been Three Dog from Galaxy News Radio signing off. But before I go, here's an oldie from the Ink Spots for you. Maybe you've heard this one before, or maybe you haven't. But it's time to dust off this classic and take it for a spin.
Well, that was interesting. Come on, Edna. That is your real name. We've got a wasteland to explore.
Maybe you'll think of me when you are all alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in to Fallout Lore. This was the conclusion of Season 2. Special thanks to Eric Todd Dellums for his cameo as Three Dog. I can promise you, we haven't seen the last of him. Before we close out the season, I'd like to give you some exciting news. And no, it's not a Fallout 4 announcement. Sorry. But we do have a special treat for you while you wait impatiently for Fallout 4. Imagine a mysterious companion who follows you around and teaches you about the deep history of one of gaming's favorite franchises. Have you been waiting for such a thing? Well, sadly, you'll have to keep waiting, because our mysterious Storyteller mod is still in development, but it'll be hitting the Fallout Nexus soon, so keep your eyes peeled and we'll post a trailer to this channel the moment the mod goes live. You guys have been asking for it for a while now, so I hope it'll bring you all sorts of happiness.
Wait, I know you. You're the courier, aren't you?
If you're one of our Patreon donors, you can actually help us test the beta version of the mod right now. Obviously though, the final version of the mod will be available to everyone soon, so I highly recommend you check it out.
All right, so that was cool, getting to meet that character. I'm glad he's going to be back for season 3 at some point. And I like seeing the storyteller. My favorite part was the storyteller going out and asking people what smells.
Yep.
Why it smells like shit.
That was an unexpected move, because he's really been a very peaceful character up until this episode, and then in this episode, he needed that answer.
Yep.
And if you weren't going to give it to him, then, well, he might die.
Well, his question just seemed to, I guess, rub people the wrong way, and then they started attacking him for it.
There's that too. I very much enjoyed season 2, diving even deeper into this world. I think my favorite episode was the Nuka-Cola episode.
Yeah, those are good.
Just because I think overall the season 2 had a rather serious tone. I think season 1 was maybe a little bit more of like peaks and valleys in terms of like some lightheartedness and then some truly terrifying content. This kind of was more even-keeled for the most part on just kind of serious and getting us more inundated in the world, which I enjoyed, but that's kind of why the Nuka-Cola episode just sticks out in my brain, because it was so lighthearted and the humor was just different from the rest of the episodes this season.
I also like the Gary episode. I thought that was a fun episode as well. Like at the end when there's all the Garys there at the diner. I thought that was a nice touch.
I would also shout out the Boy and His Dog episode and the Ant Queen as getting special mentions.
Oh yeah, the Antagonizer. That was another good episode. Yeah, a lot of good episodes this season. And yeah, we will continue watching this every Thursday. It'll be our weekly series here on Definitely Not Definitive Games. If you want all of our Fallout reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you, as well as a link to our Patreon. Get early ad-free access to our Fallout reactions and other reactions here on Definitely Not Definitive Games. Yeah. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Fallout Season 2, Episode 15, 3 Dog. Would you keep in mind?
That our reaction is definitely not definitive.